Welcome to the Real World Black Travel Advisory. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's uncomfortable, it's real, and it's something we need to talk about. The top 11 countries where being black can feel like you're swimming upstream in a river of prejudice. We're shining a light on the lived experiences of black people around the world, and trust me, it's not always pretty. This isn't about pointing fingers, it's about understanding the reality many face because of the color of their skin. So buckle up, because we're about to get real quick. Our first stop takes us to Country A, a place known for its beautiful beaches and even more beautiful people. But beneath the surface, a darker history simmers. We're talking centuries of colonization where one group decided their melanin gave them the right to rule over another. Now you might be thinking, hey, that was ages ago, get over it. But the thing about history is, it has a nasty habit of sticking around like that guest who doesn't know how to take a hint. The legacy of that history? Systemic racism woven into the fabric of society. We're talking disparities in education, healthcare, and even how the police treat you. It's like an invisible weight, holding people back simply because of their ancestry. And don't even get me started on the casual racism, the microaggressions that sting like paper cuts to the soul. It's a constant reminder that in this paradise some are more welcome than others. Next up, we're jetting off to Country B, a place famous for its friendly people and delicious food. But hold on, because this story comes with a side of proceed with caution. Just last year, a video went viral of a black tourist being denied entry into a nightclub while a white man who just happened to be right behind him waltzed right in. Coincidence? I think not. And this isn't an isolated incident. Reports of racial profiling by law enforcement are sadly common. Black travelers have described being stopped and searched for no reason other than their skin color. Imagine being on vacation, trying to relax, and constantly feeling like you're being watched, judged, and treated like a criminal. It's enough to make you lose your appetite, and not for the right reasons. Now, let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? Country C, a nation often praised for its progressive values, still has some serious work to do. A recent study showed that black people in Country C are 3 times more likely to be unemployed than their white counterparts. 3 times! And when they do have jobs, they're often stuck in low-paying positions, struggling to make ends meet. But wait, there's more! The same study found that black people are disproportionately represented in the criminal justice system. They're more likely to be arrested, more likely to be convicted, and more likely to receive harsher sentences for the same crimes. These aren't just numbers, folks. These are lives being impacted by a system that seems rigged against them. Chapter 4, Country D, where tradition trumps equality. Hold on to your hats, folks, because Country D is a real head-scratcher. This is a place where ancient traditions and modern values collide in a very uncomfortable way. We're talking about a society where skin color dictates your social standing, where being darker can literally mean being treated as less than human. Now I know what you're thinking, that's messed up. And you're right, it is. But the sad truth is, these deeply ingrained beliefs are slow to change. It's going to take more than just awareness, it's going to take a complete overhaul of the system, a dismantling of the very structures that perpetuate this kind of discrimination. Until then, Country D remains a cautionary tale of what happens when tradition trumps equality. Chapter 5, Country E, real people, real stories. You know, it's easy to get lost in the statistics, the reports, the cold, hard facts. But at the end of the day, this is about real people, with real stories and real pain. We spoke to a young woman from Country E. Let's call her Sarah. Sarah told us about the time she was walking home from work when a group of men started shouting racial slurs at her. She was terrified, but she kept her head down and kept walking. This is Sarah's reality, and sadly, it's a reality shared by countless black people around the world. They live with the constant fear of being targeted, harassed, or worse, simply because of the color of their skin. These stories need to be heard, they need to be amplified, because only then can we start to create real change. Chapter 6, Country F, Paradise Lost. Country F, a place known for its stunning landscapes and vibrant culture, might seem like a dream destination, but for black travelers, it can quickly turn into a nightmare. We've heard countless stories of black tourists being followed in shops, denied service in restaurants, and treated with suspicion by locals. Imagine saving up for months, excited to experience a new corner of the world, only to be met with hostility and prejudice. It's a slap in the face, a reminder that in some parts of the world, your presence is not welcomed, it's tolerated at best. It's enough to make you want to pack your bags and go home, but that's exactly what the perpetrators of racism want. Don't let them win. Chapter 7, Country G, Fighting the Good Fight. It's not all doom and gloom, folks. In the face of adversity, there are always those who rise up, who refuse to be silenced, who fight for a better tomorrow. Country G is a perfect example of this. Grassroots organizations are popping up all over the country, led by passionate individuals determined to dismantle systemic racism. From educational workshops to peaceful protests, these activists are raising awareness, challenging the status quo, and demanding change. They're proof that even in the darkest of times, hope still flickers, and that together we can create a world where everyone feels safe, respected, and valued. Chapter 8, Country H, the world is watching. You know what they say, sunlight is the best disinfectant. When a country's dirty laundry is aired for the world to see, it can be a powerful catalyst for change. Country H learned this the hard way, when a series of high-profile incidents of racial violence sparked international outrage. Governments around the world condemned the violence, sanctions were imposed, and suddenly, Country H found itself under the microscope. It's a reminder that the world is watching, and that there are consequences for perpetuating hate and discrimination. International pressure might not solve the problem overnight, but it can force those in power to take notice and, hopefully, take action. So, you're probably wondering, should I even travel to these countries? Well, that's a personal decision, and there's no easy answer. It's important to weigh the risks, to do your research, and to be aware of the potential challenges you might face. If you do decide to travel to one of these countries, it's crucial to be prepared. Connect with other Black travelers, research safe neighborhoods, and have a plan in case you experience discrimination. Remember, your safety and well-being are paramount. Before we wrap up, let's talk about Country J, a place that often flies under the radar when it comes to discussions about race. But don't let that fool you, because beneath the surface, there are subtle forms of discrimination at play. We're talking about bias in hiring practices, prejudice in housing, and a general lack of representation in positions of power. It's a reminder that racism isn't always overt, it can be insidious, woven into the fabric of society in ways that are hard to detect but no less damaging. It's up to all of us to educate ourselves, to challenge our own biases, and to work towards creating a more equitable world for everyone. Our final stop takes us to Country K, a place that might surprise you. This is a country that prides itself on its diversity, its tolerance, its open-mindedness. But even in a place like Country K, racism rears its ugly head. We've seen a recent surge in hate crimes, a rise in nationalist sentiment, and a disturbing trend of people feeling emboldened to express their prejudice openly. It's a stark reminder that no country is immune to the disease of racism. It can fester in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to emerge. It's up to each and every one of us to be vigilant, to call out racism wherever we see it, and to work tirelessly to create a world where everyone feels safe, respected, and valued. No more turning a blind eye, no more silence, no more excuses. It's time for real change. So there you have it, a glimpse into the realities faced by Black people in a world that doesn't always embrace them. It's not easy to hear, but it's the truth, and we can't afford to ignore it any longer. If you found this video eye-opening, even a little bit uncomfortable, then we've done our job. Because the first step to creating change is acknowledging the problem. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content. Let's continue to raise awareness and work towards a more inclusive and just world. Remember, this isn't just about Black people, it's about all of us. Because when one group is oppressed, we're all diminished. Let's build a world where everyone can thrive, regardless of the color of their skin.